Hi Yogi, welcome. We will be flowing today, just kind of get the juices flowing. I am filming this on the auspicious date of 999, so we will be channeling that energy of letting go and allowing our breath to lead the way. In this practice, I'd like for you to not only channel your breath, but take this opportunity to come to thoughts and terms with what we've learned throughout the year thus far and maybe on and off our mat so that we can wipe the slate clean, start anew with new affirmations, new intentions, or whatever that may look like for you. So when you're ready, we will begin in a comfortable seat. If you'd like to sit on a block, you're welcome to do so, elevating your hips. For this practice, it'll be nice to have 2 blocks available if you're practicing at home. Maybe a water bottle, a wine bottle, or a couple books will do for you. Sit up nice and tall, bring your hands to your lap, close your eyes. Give yourself a moment to set the tone for your practice and let go of every single event that has brought you into this moment. The moment when you pressed play and you found your seat. Dedicating the next few moments, few minutes to yourself and the energy that you create, the tone that you create. Know that throughout your practice, there is no judgment for how your practice may look or feel. Absolutely no expectation to finish this video or to be in shapes that perhaps you're not ready for today or that aren't coming naturally to you today. And lastly, step away from competition. As you know, our ego is not our amigo. So be comfortable and content with where you are, practicing that sense of ahimsa and doing no harm, not only to our physical body, but to our ego. As you begin to set the tone for your practice, draw your attention solely to your breath. Notice your breath draw in through your nose, fill up your belly, your rib cage, and your chest. We'll begin our practice with 3 rounds of our box breath. We'll inhale for a count of 4, hold the breath for a count of 4, exhale for a count of 4, and pause for a count of 4. Take an inhale to prepare, and a long exhale. Inhale for 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold 4. 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Pause 4. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold 4. 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Pause 4. 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold 4. 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4. 3, 2, 1. Pause 4. 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Open mouth exhale. With that breath work, creating clarity and softness in the mind and body, bring your hands together at heart center and find your sankalpa, a reason for being on your mat today. Perhaps it's an intention or a dedication of your practice to someone or to some place, or perhaps it comes in the form of a mantra or affirmation. Seal your sankalpa in with another breath in through your nose, and perhaps a silent om to yourself as you exhale. Begin to blink open your eyes and come to your seat. Take any props out from the side or out from underneath you and place them to the side to frame your mat just to prepare for what's coming. Ground your sits bones into the floor. Sweep your fingertips alongside your body like you'll have little cupcakes underneath your hands. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. Exhale, draw your chin to your chest. You can stay here or bring your right ear to right shoulder. Chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder. Chin to chest. Rock from side to side. And lift your head back to center. Sweep your arms out and up as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tap into that affirmation, your intention or dedication. Inhale, raise your arms, separate your fingers. Exhale, fingertips down next to your hips, chin to chest. Inhale, raise your arms, lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to heart center, chin to chest. One more time, inhale. Separate, exhale. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, chin to chest. Inhale to raise your arms. Exhale, fingertips come down to the mat. Ground your right hand down, sweep your left arm up and over. Rotate your chest to the sky. Round your left hip to the floor. Your gaze or your focal point can come past your top arm or down towards the mat. Reach out through your fingertips. Inhale, rise all the way to the top, both arms to the sky. Exhale, bring your left hand down. Right arm reaches up and over. Ever so slightly rotate your chest to the ceiling. Your fingertips are an extension of your posture. Ground through your hips. Last breath. Inhale, come to center, arms to sky. Exhale, hands Anjali Mudra, and we'll switch the legs. Draw the opposite shin out in front. Ground your sits bones, your ischial tuberosities. Sweep your arms out and up, inhale. We prepare to twist over towards the right, to bring your right hand behind, left hand to right knee. Inhale to lift your heart, rotate forward, and exhale to twist through the thoracic portion of your spine. So we'll stay right here for a couple breaths, lengthening as you breathe in, deepening the twist as you breathe out. Last time, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come to center, sweep your arms to the ceiling, and exhale to switch sides. Your first breath in to rotate forward, lift your heart, and exhale to twist. Shift your gaze past your back shoulder. Lift your ribs out of your hip girdle and twist through the thoracic portion of your spine. And last breath. Inhale, come to center, raise your arms, reset through the sides of your waist, exhale, hands through heart center, and we'll make our way onto all fours. Come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers wide. Index or middle finger point towards the front of the room, knees directly underneath your hips, and press all 10 toenails into the mat. Stack your wrists, elbows, and shoulders. Before we find any movement, draw your chin slightly in towards your chest to elongate your cervical spine. Bring your lower belly up and in. Tap into your Uddiyana Bandha, your belly lock. With all of this engaged, inhale, retract your shoulder blades. Draw your heart forward, tilt your tailbone back and up, and lift your chin into cow pose. Exhale, push round your spine, chin to chest for cat. Inhale, ripple forward. Lead with your tailbone, come into cow pose. Exhale, push round your spine, chin to chest. One more round guided. Inhale, come forward to cow. Exhale, push away, round to cat. Inhale to a neutral spine. Extend your right leg straight behind. Begin to rock forward and back. Maybe take small circles with your torso. Lubricate through your wrists, your shoulders, and your hips. Bring your focus and your breath into your right calf. Find stillness. Sweep your right leg up as high as your hip. Take a full breath in. Exhale, bring your right knee to right shoulder. Squeeze through your obliques. Inhale, kick back, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Last time, inhale, kick back. Exhale to squeeze. Extend your right leg straight off to the side. Land onto the sole of your foot. Glue the pinky edge side of your foot to the floor. Find cow pose. Inhale. This may be enough today. Or as you need more, walk your hands forward. Forearms can come to the mat, or extend fully out into your half puppy pose. Keep the integrity of your right leg extended and engaged. Tailbone reaches back and up, and with each breath, it's an opportunity to let go and deepen. Inhale and exhale. Walk your hands all the way back underneath your shoulders. Send your left arm to the side. Rotate through your wrists in one direction a couple times and then the other. And if it's available, send your left arm to the sky. Extend and rotate. Breathe in. Exhale, thread your left arm behind your right, land onto your left shoulder and onto your temple. You can stay here. Maybe right arm comes forward as you rotate your heart to the sky. Send your breath behind your left shoulder blade. As you inhale, you puff up like a balloon. And as you exhale, you rotate even further. Take another breath in and out. Right hand comes underneath your shoulder. Press through your palm. Open counter twist, left arm to the side or to the sky. Left hand comes down to the mat. Heel toe or step your right foot to the top of the mat. Grab hold of your blocks. Shift your hips forward and down. We invite space into our left psoas now. You can rock from side to side. Posture is nice and tall. Shoulders relax away from your earlobes. Take another breath in. Exhale, straighten your right leg. Peel your toes to the sky. Walk your hands back in line with your shoulders. Take a breath in to peel your low belly from the top of your thigh, and exhale to reach your chin towards your shin or your nose to your toes. Let's take 3 more sinking breaths like that. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale to deepen. 2 more on your own. Last one. Bend your right knee. Bring your blocks forward. Hands to the mat. Step your right knee back to meet your left. Modified plank or tuck your toes under for high plank. Take a breath in where you are. Shift forward, elbows brush your rib cage, pass through chaturanga and come all the way down to your belly. As you land onto your belly, inhale to peel up. Find the back bend of your choice. Relax your shoulders from your ears and press your toenails into the mat. Exhale, lift your hips. Balasana, child's pose. Hips back towards your heels. Inhale, we rise to all fours. Extend your left leg straight behind. Give yourself some movement. Lubricate side to side. Rotate through your wrists. Pump back with your heel. Send your breath into your left calf. Find stillness. Inhale to lift through your left inner thigh. Float your left leg straight back behind. Low belly comes in. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to left tricep or elbow. Squeeze into a fire hydrant. Inhale to extend back. Exhale, squeeze into fire hydrant. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Maybe you touch knee to shoulder and extend your left leg out to the side, perpendicular to your mat. Take an inhale into cow pose. Left leg is nice and long. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Your forearms can find a block, or you can extend fully out. Keep your hips stacked over your knees. If you find your hips shift back, this may feel good to rock forward and back, but allow yourself to fully stack so we create an effortless stretch here. Effortless space into heart center and into hips. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Hands come back underneath your shoulders. Heel toe or step your left foot to the top of the mat. Grab a hold of your blocks. Shift your hips forward and down. We invite space in our left psoas. Check to make sure your left knee is stacked over ankles so that you can soften your left toes. Just like we did in that half puppy pose, there's an effortless ease into opening our hip flexors. Take another breath in. Exhale to lengthen your left leg. Peel your toes to the sky. Slide your blocks underneath your shoulders. Inhale to lift up. Extend your spine. Peel your belly from your thigh. Exhale, reaching chin towards shin or knee or nose towards toes. Perhaps in this space, you may notice on the left side, you have a little bit more to give. And if that's the case, tuck your back toes under and slide your right knee away. Oftentimes, for those of us who would kick a soccer ball with our right leg, this one has a little bit, the left side has a little bit more mobility, more openness here. Regardless of where you are with your left leg, extend your spine, tilt your tailbone back and up. Take one more breath, breathe in and out. Inhale to rise all the way up. Bend your left knee, bring your blocks forward, plant your hands down to the mat, step back to the plank of your choice, modified or high plank. Take a breath in to prepare. Elbows graze the rib cage, lower down halfway chaturanga or all the way to your belly. Inhale to find your back bend. Exhale, push back into child's pose just for a moment for your forehead to tap onto the mat. Inhale, rise back to all fours, tuck your toes under and lift your hips into your first downward facing dog, your Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take your dog for a little walk, alternate your heels to the mat, sway your hips from side to side.
Find your hasta bandha here. Suction cup the mat into your hands. Spread your fingers wide away from one another. If your hamstrings are tight, prioritize lengthening the sides of your waist. Bend through your knees and reach your floating ribs towards the tops of your thighs. One more breath in and out. Bend through your knees, look forward. Begin to tiptoe or step nice and slow. You can walk your feet halfway and then your hands back, or walk all the way to the top of your mat. We'll meet in Uttanasana. Slide your hands up to your shins or to your blocks. Half lift to lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana. Lengthen your spine forward. Like a curious turtle, your head comes away from your shoulders. Exhale to forward fold. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale to release over your thighs. Last time, inhale, half lift, lengthen. And exhale to fold. Ragdoll, grab hold of opposite elbows. So as I mentioned, I am filming this on 999. 9 numerology is symbolic for wisdom, completion of cycles, or a sense of spiritual growth. So keep that in mind throughout your practice, that this is a practice and it is a process. But we take this opportunity within this practice, whether you're practicing on 999 or not, this practice is fueled with that energy, that frequency. Release your hands down to the mat. Bend through your knees. Strong back body. Reverse your swan dive. Sweep your arms out and up. Grow tall. Arms to sky. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center into mountain pose. Inhale, raise your arms. Lift your gaze. Exhale, bend through your knees. Hinge forward. Dive all the way down. Connecting breath to movement. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to mat. Inhale, reverse. Grow tall. Root to rise. Spread your fingers wide. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. Inhale to raise your arms, grow tall. Exhale, dive all the way down, forward fold. Half lift to lengthen, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands down to your blocks or to your mat. Step back to plank pose and lift your hips to downward facing dog. Bring your big toes together. Right leg sweeps high. Bend through your right knee and open up your hip. Notice space for your left heel to ground closer to the floor. Perhaps even rotate your ankle. Extend your right leg long, inhale. Exhale, draw your knee to your nose. Puff up like a blowfish and step your foot to the top of the mat. Your feet are in 2 separate lanes. On your inhale, push through your front heel and rise all the way up. Crescent lunge, arms to the sky. So your arms are like the icing on the cake. They can be here, maybe heart center, or to hips. All 10 toes are pointing forward. Lift your back heel high and push your left hamstring into the space behind you. Take another breath in. Exhale, dial your left heel down. Open up, heel to heel or heel to arch alignment for warrior 2. Right arms forward, left arms behind. Low belly draws up and in, tailbone neutralizes. Let's dance through our warrior. Inhale, extend your arms and your legs. Exhale, deep into warrior 2. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Last time, breathe in and out. Come forward, flip your palm, reverse your warrior, right arm to sky, left hand to thigh or around your lower back. Extend your front leg, reverse your triangle. Both legs stay long, rise up with your torso. Arms to a T, reach forward, inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down to shin, block or mat, left hand to your hip or to the sky. Trikonasana, triangle pose. So your gaze can come down towards the mat to really ground in this energy, just as it can in any of our balancing postures. Or you can shift your gaze past your left fingertips, igniting energy, lifting, rising, and challenging your balance. Both feet press apart, widen the space between your collarbones and your shoulder blades. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, bring your left hand to your hip, bend your right knee, reach your right arm forward with your block or to the mat, push off of your left leg and drag your left toes in. You can stay here, or as you push into your right foot, float your left leg behind, toes point towards the left, open up your shoulders, they stack. Maybe your left arm comes to the sky. And as I mentioned in your triangle pose, gaze can come to the floor to ground, or to energize and challenge your balance. Shift your gaze past your left fingertips. Just another breath in.
Exhale, we step back to warrior two. Bend your right knee. Big step back with your left foot. Rise all the way up. Reverse your warrior when you arrive. Exhale to windmill your hands down to your blocks. Lift your back heel. Spiral open, simple twist, right arm to sky. Gaze past your fingertips or to the floor. Focus on the space that you're creating in your left IT band. Your right IT band and your right glute. Last breath, breathe in. Exhale, right hand comes down to the earth. Step back, plank pose. Lower down halfway or to belly. Inhale, find your back bend. Exhale, we take it back to downward facing dog. Left leg sweeps high. Bend through your knee, open up your hip. Take any movements that you need to here. Extend your left leg long, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Feet pointing forward, back heel lifts, rise up. Crescent lunge. Arms to sky, shoulders over hips. Inhale. Exhale, right heel comes down, open up to warrior two. Wide foundation, left knee stacks over ankle, shoulders over hips. Let's dance. Inhale, extend to the sky. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reach. Exhale, deepen. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Come forward, reach. We elongate the left side body, flip your palm, reverse. Continue to fire up and build heat into your left thigh. Right hand to thigh or around your lower back. Reverse your triangle, so straighten both legs. Rise up with your torso. Inhale to reach. Exhale, left hand finds shin, block, or mat. Right hand to hip or to sky. Micro bend into both knees. So you can see the difference in a video when I hyperextend versus a micro bend. In the micro bend, I'm able to dial the hip down and rotate my chest even further. Block is always nice to have to bring the floor up to you, or you can bring your left hand down to the floor. Last breath before we find our balance. Breathe in and out. Right hand finds your hip. Bend your left knee. Reach your left arm forward. Push off of your right leg. Drag your right toe in. You can stay in this shape, or press your heel to the earth and rise up. Hips are open, shoulders are open. Back foot is flexed. Maybe send your right arm to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana. Can you find independence from your left hand? Maybe it's just your fingertips onto floor or block. Last breath, inhale. Right hand finds your hip. Take a big step back with your right foot. We come to warrior two. Reverse your warrior as you inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame your front foot. Lift your back heel off of the mat. Simple twist. Left arm comes to the sky. Breathe in and out. Inhale. Exhale, both hands to the mat. Chaturanga Dandasana. Same breath. Inhale to find your upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to downward facing dog. Full breath in. Long breath out. Walk your hands back to your feet. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Half lift to lengthen. Inhale. And exhale to release. Reverse. Inhale. Squeeze. Urdhva Hastasana. Hold your imaginary beach ball above head. Lift your heels. Balance on your tippy toes. Keep your gaze forward or towards the ceiling and begin to tiptoe all the way to the top of your mat. Once you think you've found the top of the mat, lift even higher, like you're placing a delicate tea set on the tippy top shelf. Exhale, hands to heart center into mountain pose. Bring your hands behind, grab hold of opposite elbows. Step your left foot back. So rather than crescent lunge with the back heel lifted, bring your left heel down, warrior one foundation. Your feet are still wide, your hips are still forward, and your shoulders. Lengthen your front leg. Roll your shoulders back and down. Breathe in. Exhale, hinge. Lead with your heart. Pause halfway. As you find halfway, squeeze your right hip back, left hip forward. Take another breath in. Exhale, begin to fold. Your hands can then come down onto your mat or to your blocks for pyramid pose. Inhale and exhale, deepen. So remember the same breath we took in our Ardha Hanuman, the half split in the beginning of our practice. Focus on that lengthening breath in. Squeeze your hips, hollow out your belly, and exhale to fold. Let's take 2 more breaths like that. Breathe in
and out. One more, inhale and exhale. Bring a micro bend into your front knee. Reach your hands and your blocks as far forward as you can. Begin to pour your weight to your right foot. Drag your left toes in. You can stay in this shape or begin to lift through your left inner thigh. Supported warrior three. Left toes point down. Your hips and your shoulders are pointing down towards the floor as well. Take another breath in. Exhale to bend your right knee. Lift your torso. Find a single leg balance. Left knee comes into your belly. Flex through your left foot. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Left arm reaches to the sky to create the space. And exhale, backstroke. Shiva balance. Inhale, come to center. Arms to sky. Exhale, hinge forward. Kick straight back. Warrior three, unsupported. Nice. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, bring it all the way down to forward fold. Half lift, lengthen. Exhale to release. Reverse, inhale. Mountain pose, exhale. Bring your hands behind. We step the right foot back now. Warrior one foundation, both feet grounded to the floor. Take an inhale. Exhale, lengthen your front leg. Grow tall, breathe in. Exhale, begin to hinge forward. Pyramid pose. Pause halfway, grow long, send your weight to your left foot, and exhale to fold. Your hands can slide down your back if you'd like to your blocks or to the mat. Just like we did in our half split. Dial your right hip in, lift up, lengthen, exhale, fold. Two more like that on your own. Bend your left knee. Bring your hands and your blocks as far forward as you can. Begin to push off of your right leg. Float, supported warrior three, hands to blocks. Flex through your right foot. Your right inner thigh is the one that's lifting the leg high. Take another breath in and out. Bend your left knee. We push and rise, single leg mountain pose. Hands to heart center. Find your balance, flex your right foot. Left hand to the outside of your knee, right arm to the sky. Breathe in, grow tall, and exhale to twist open. Challenge your balance by shifting your gaze past your right arm. Inhale, come back to center. Bring your arms to the sky. Prepare to hinge forward. Inhale, exhale, lean and kick back. Warrior three to your degree. Hips and shoulders in the same plane of alignment. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, bend your standing leg. Right foot comes down to meet your left. Forward fold. Half lift to lengthen. Breathe in. And exhale to release over your thighs. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Sweep your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Mountain pose. In your mountain pose, now bring your big toes together. Maybe about an inch or two between your heels. Root down. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Utkatasana, chair pose. Hug your shins back, bring the weight into your heels, soften your toes. Energetically squeeze in together. Take another breath in. Exhale to sink. Last one, inhale. Exhale to fold over your thighs. Plant your hands, step or hop back. You can take a flow. If you're choosing to not take the flow, you can meet in child's pose or downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to high plank. Exhale with control, lower all the way down to your belly. Come to a prone position, arms alongside your body. So I'm going to keep my head lifted here so that I don't stifle the microphone, but I want you to bring your forehead or your chin to the floor. And on your next inhale, zip up your inner thighs together, squeeze your arms alongside your torso. Exhale to relax and feel the shape. On your next breath in, peel your head up in your chest, float your hands in your feet, Shalabhasana, locust pose. Strong into our back body. If your shoulders are up towards your ears, pull them back, reach your fingertips towards your heels. Last breath, breathe in. And exhale to relax. As you come to your belly, you can wag your tail side to side or windshield wiper legs side to side. Float your feet back down to the earth. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, press up to your plank, and exhale to downward facing dog. Sweep your right leg high. Step your right foot between your hands. One breath to rise up in crescent lunge. The exhale to open up into warrior two. Inhale to extend your right leg. Pivot your toes over towards the left side of your mat. Pardon my bum here. Raise your arms, inhale. And exhale, hinge forward, wide-legged forward fold. Your hands can find a block or the mat. Crown of the head heavy. You can sway from side to side. Any movement that you need to here. Take another breath in and out. Hands come down to the mat. Begin to take a deep bend into your left knee. Rotate your toes slightly outward. Right leg extends and lift your right toes to the sky. So your hands can find blocks or to your mat. Sit up nice and tall. If you can ground your left heel to the floor, great. Hands to heart center. Bring your gaze towards your right big toe and lift out of this just a smidge. One more breath. Exhale, crawl your hands forward. Heel toe your right foot to the edge of the mat. Left knee comes down. So your hands are to the inside of the leg now. Lizard lunge. If there are any other shapes you'd like to come into from here, maybe lift your toes, rotate them away, or allow your knee to drop away. You're welcome to find that. We're only here for just a moment longer. Bring your hands back down to the floor. Sole of your foot comes to the mat. Begin to tuck your back toes under and slide your knee in. This is creating space for our pigeon pose. Heel toe your right foot over to the left side of the mat and slightly in towards your hip. Bend your knee, flex your foot, shift forward and lower your shin down. Now begin to tuck your back toes under. Lift your knee and slide your knee away. You can take a block underneath your right hip if you wish. Sit up tall. Breathe in. Reach out through your left big toe. So check in. Make sure that toe is not pointing inward. It extends straight back. And as you exhale, sleeping pigeon pose. So I know pigeon may vary from person to person, so you're welcome to, of course, pause the video and hold in this shape for as long as you wish. Maybe even taking any other variations. You can hamstring curl left heel towards bum, rise up onto your hands and backstroke, same foot, same hand for your mermaid variation. But these are all options, right? Sometimes when we're baking bread, we add nuts or chocolate chips, and that's kind of what you're doing here. It's all still bread in the end of the day. Take another breath in and out. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Slide any props that you've used off to the side. Roll onto your right hip and sweep both legs out in front, boat pose. Turn on your core. Toes can stay to the floor to modify, or lift your shins. Support the hands underneath or unsupport. Regardless of where you are, shoulders come back and down. And imagine a golden string from your sternum reaching up to the sky. Inner thighs squeeze in together. Feet floint, point, flex, or spread your toes apart. Core is engaged. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale, cross at your shins. Plant your hands. Take a flow if you would like, or meet in downward facing dog. In down dog, sweep your left leg high. Step your left foot to the top of the mat. Rise up in the same breath, crescent lunge, and open up to warrior two. Lengthen your left leg and pivot your toes towards the right side of your mat now. Draw your heels in, bend your knees, sink your hips, cactus your arms, goddess pose. Let's find movement. Inhale, extend. Reach your arms and legs to sky. Exhale, bend your knees, hinge forward, scoop the earth around, touch opposite shoulders. Inhale, we rise, extend to the sky. Let's do one more. Hinge forward, scoop, opposite shoulders. Inhale, we rise. As you come to the top, pivot your toes forward. Exhale, dive all the way down. Wide-legged forward fold, hands come down. Prasarita Pada Uttanasana. Hands can find the earth, maybe big toes and peace fingers. Perhaps even this round, interlace your fingers at your low back and send your knuckles away. Create some vulnerability in your heart as you pour yourself in towards yourself. Last breath. Release your hands down to the mat. Bend your right knee, pivot your right toes out, sink all the way down. Find Skandasana, your low side lunge. Hands can come to heart center. If your toes lift, peel them to the sky. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, crawl yourself forward. Rotate your right heel to the sky and heel toe left foot to the edge of the mat. Right knee comes to the floor. Your lizard lunge, second side. Rock from side to side, maybe bow down onto forearms or to your blocks. Option to rotate your toes away and allow your knee to fall away from your body. So I like to say in this posture, give yourself permission to agitate your body. Similar to a washing machine, sometimes to get a stain out, we need to agitate the body. Sometimes to brighten your whites, we just need to settle into the shape, soak a little bit. But you have to make that decision for yourself. Take another breath in and out. Hands come down to the floor. Tuck your back toes under. Lift and slide your right knee in. Heel toe your left foot in front of your right hip to the opposite side of the mat. Flex your left foot, open up your knee, release your shin to the floor. Tuck your right toes under, lift your right knee and slide your knee back. You can take any props underneath the glute if you'd like. Inhale. And exhale, option to find sleeping pigeon pose. Maybe you'd like to balance out both sides. If you try that mermaid pose on the first side, you can hamstring curl right heel towards bum, come onto your hands and backstroke, same foot, same arm. And last breath. If you have the bind, release. Take any props off to the side. Roll onto your left hip and sweep both legs out in front. This time, extend your legs long. Slide any flesh out of the way. Come to the center of your mat. And we'll begin first twisting over towards the right. So bring your right hand behind, tent your fingertips. Left arm reaches to the sky. Flex both feet. And as you exhale, reach your left hand across your right leg for the outside of your foot. If this bind is not quite there yet, you can take the hand to the outside of your calf or behind your knee to the outside of your leg. Whenever you're ready with your bind, begin to lean back and extend your right leg out. Right hand can stay to the mat for stability or extend your right arm straight out as well. Option to shift your gaze past your right thumb. Flex through both feet. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Lower your right leg down to meet your left. We reset and rise, arms to sky. Exhale to switch. Left hand comes down behind. Right hand reaches across to the outside of your left leg. Round forward to create the bind. Begin to lean back and lift. Left hand can stay to the mat or extend your left arm straight out. Option to shift your gaze past your left thumb. Notice how this side feels compared to the first, right? We're always comparing left to right side body so that we can create a sense of balance and energy on and off of our mat. Maybe it's a lesson of humbleness or an opportunity to let go what is no longer serving us. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your left hand down, left leg down. Inhale, rise to the top. Exhale, bring your hands behind your knees, squeeze your knees in, soles of your feet together, open up your legs. Butterfly pose. I want you to take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. There'll be a purpose to this later. Sit up tall, inhale. And exhale, allow yourself to round into this posture. As we come inward, and we channel that 999 energy.
This is your opportunity in your practice to close the cycle, new karmic beginnings, to honor the growth that you have made both on and off the mat. And perhaps there's something, if anything, at this moment that you can let go of. Maybe it's a relationship, maybe it's a grudge, maybe it's anger or jealousy. Perhaps it's something physical, like clothes you haven't worn in a while. But now is the time. And whether you're watching this during 999 or not, take this as a sign. Keep your peace fingers wrapped around your big toes. Now begin to rise up, lean back, pull your toes up to the sky, and you can stay here. Or as you find your balance on your sits bones, float your feet off the mat. Perfectly okay to be here. If you would like to challenge your balance, then begin to extend your legs. Your knees can remain bent. You're almost in an upright, happy baby, or extend your legs all the way out. Pull your chest forward. Think cow pose, shoulder blades together. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, bend your knees nice and slow. Bring your feet back down to the mat, unbind, squeeze your legs in together, and take yourself center to your mat. Arms reach out in front, take a breath in. Exhale to roll all the way onto your back. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Rotate your knees in a couple directions to the right, giving your low back a nice massage. And begin to switch direction. Bringing the soles of your feet down to the mat, hip distance apart. Arms come alongside your body. If you can touch your heels, I encourage you to take your feet out about an inch or two away from your fingertips. Draw your shoulder blades together. And on your next breath in, press through your entire foot and the top of your back, lift your hips. Knees stack over ankles. And if your toes are softening, make sure you distribute the weight evenly into your feet. We are joint stacking here. Feel the muscles in your posterior chain, lift the body off of the mat. If it's available to bind your fingers underneath your back, you're welcome to do so. If wheel is in your practice, this would be a nice release through the front of your body. We're here for 2 more breaths. On your next exhalation, articulate your spine all the way down, roll onto your back, and windshield wipe your legs from side to side. Come back through to center. Keep your feet wide and bring your arms out into a T or into a cactus, depending on how much space you have. Take a full breath in, and as you exhale, release your knees over to the right. Shift your gaze to the left for a gentle traction twist. If you'd like even more, try placing your right foot to the outside of your left thigh or knee. That's too much through your hip. Just keep your feet wide. And if it's comfortable to keep your gaze to the sky, keep your head neutral. On your next inhale, bring your nose and knees back to the sky, and exhale to switch sides. Knees to the left, option to shift your gaze to the right. Inhale, bring your knees and nose to the sky. Give yourself a nice squeeze and take this opportunity to come into any last minute shapes or movements that you personally need so that you can find the ultimate stillness and peace in your Shavasana. Perhaps a happy baby, legs up the wall, or a butterfly pose on your back. If you're taking happy baby, the soles of your feet are parallel to the ceiling. Your knees come in towards your underarms and ground your tailbone down and away so you root as much of your back body to floor as possible. And then with that option to rock side to side or extend one or both legs is always there for you if you'd like. If nothing comes to mind, maybe a second round of twists or a butterfly, maybe even shoulder stand. This is your practice. I am the recipe, but you are the chef. What do you need? Take another breath or two. And as you're ready, take your knees in towards your belly. Wrap your arms around your knees and your shins. Lift your head and your shoulders. Squeeze any last minute energy that you have. Pack your cannonball here. Take another breath in. Exhale, explode. Allow your heels to come out towards the corners of your mat, your arms to come out wide as we prepare for our last and final and our most important shape, our Shavasana. As we come here, let go of any pranayama now. Allow your breath to flow naturally. Soften your eyelids, your fingers, and your toes. Notice your heartbeat here. And take this opportunity now to completely let go. Think of this as wiping the slate clean so that when we awaken from this shape, we have boundless opportunities and potential. These opportunities and potential can only be tapped in through the stillness of your body. So take this time to step away from your physical body and reconnect with your intention, reconnect with your mantra or your dedication. Tap into the metaphysical world above you and around you, the quantum realm, and completely surrender to the practice. You're welcome to stay here as long as you wish. Pause the video. As you begin to bring awareness back into this physical space, see if you can drop in just a little further. That warmth and the tingling sensation that you create, feel it. Come back to your awareness of these four walls. The rhythm of your breath as you draw it in and out. You're welcome to stay here to complete your practice or begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Invite larger movements back in, perhaps stretch your body long. Hug your knees in towards your belly. And however you wish, with your eyes gently closed, begin to rise all the way up into a comfortable seat, preparing to close our practice together. Bring your hands together at heart center. We'll end our practice together with a community cleansing breath, one shared between you and me. Take a breath in. Open mouth, release. I thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice wherever you may be. May you be happy, may you be safe, may you be abundant with wealth and health, and may the force be with you. Namaste.